we talk about the intentional kind of controlled flow of these migrants coming in. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but a new development came out. This headline reads: Biden DHS using encrypted chat room to collude with Mexican officials to bring illegal aliens into United States. Authorities are using WhatsApp to facilitate migrant transfers across the Rio Grande. Like, I mean, it's here. So, and then this is,
bro, this should fucking infuriate
infuriated,
especially after the information that's coming out that a lot of us have been saying, me particularly, about Biden being compromised by these foreign governments. Now it's coming out, and you have to ask yourself and do your own research to figure out who would actually want all of these migrants, all of these military-age males, all of these people who have been emptied out of prisons of Venezuela and other third world fucking countries. Okay? Who would want those people in America? Because the people of America do not want them here.
It's very clear.
Do not want them here. And that is a bipartisan, united issue outside of the brainwashed, far progressives who still haven't been touched by it. All right? I was talking to a friend of mine who lives down in Arizona who was telling me that, like, dude, it's completely fucking up everything. Texas fucked up. New Mexico getting fucked up. Like, bro, wait until they actually start coming. It hasn't even started yet. And we have our own government who is being paid, allegedly, by foreign governments to make policy decisions. Now, who benefits from, they have 6 million now. There's another million supposedly today. All right. Now, who benefits from that? Who benefits from that? Who benefits from our country being dissolved and our culture being dissolved through integration? Who benefits from that? Who benefits from our national identity being watered down? Who benefits from the American culture disappearing and becoming a bunch of other little cultures from third world countries where there are no rules and there are no regulations like the ones that we have here? Who benefits from that? It's the same people that are paying our fucking president. And you guys haven't figured it out yet. You're not understanding what's happening. This is the intentional destruction of our fucking country, and you continue to think this is just random coincidence. Guess what? This is not a coincidence. The crime in the blue cities.
Intentional.
All right? Intentional. The migration issue. Intentional. They're inviting them now. Okay? They're going on TV. They're going on TV. Kamala Harris is going to Central America on TV. Do not come in the most inauthentic way possible. And then behind the scene, they're actually coordinating through encrypted chat rooms of how to get these people here when not a single one of you motherfuckers listening wants them here.
Very
I think it's a great thing for the black communities to start seeing what these people that they vote for actually are willing to do to their own communities in order to stay in power. And so when we ask ourselves, why would a country want that? Why would our enemies want that? Well, how else are you going to get people that are going to fight for their cause here in this country? How else would you do that? If you were going to invade the United States of America, do you think you could just drop boats on the fucking shore of California? No, you couldn't, because they get taken out, right? Could you parachute them in like on that movie Red Dawn? No, they get shot down. How could you get them in? Well, you could get them in by convincing a whole bunch of people that don't really understand what's going on that have a big heart to say, these are families of children and these are good people seeking asylum and these are people who need our help, and prey on the good-hearted people of this country to actually funnel through a bunch of military-age males from other countries.
Because that's the thing. These are not just, Mexicans.
Now, what happens when they say, hey, here's a uniform, here's a rifle, and you know what? Take what you can get, and you get to keep it. People aren't understanding the big picture, bro.
Yeah.
They're not understanding the big picture. We're being invaded. We're being destroyed. The destruction of our currency is intentional. The crime in our blue cities is intentional. The abandonment of our law and order is intentional. The emptying of our prisons was intentional. Okay, the attack on firearms is intentional. Now, you should think about why they're trying to push so hard to get you to fucking not have any guns right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The border crisis is intentional. The Ukraine war, sending our military, sending our weapons, sending our money, sending all of our military resources over there, that's intentional. Okay? Depleting our oil reserves to falsely lower gas prices before a midterm election kills two birds with one stone. It makes us more vulnerable. Plus, it helps win people's vote who don't understand why they're doing it. And you line all these things out and you ask yourself, you may not believe that these people are compromised foreign agents of other countries. That might be hard for you to believe. That's hard to believe, right? Who's running Hollywood? China. Who's running the big sports leagues? China. Who's running corporate America? China. Who's running our government? And when you make a list of all the things that you would do to take down the United States of America, step by step, our current administration is doing every single one of them, even if it's against the will of their own voter base. Why would they be willing to do things that are against the will of their own voter base if they were afraid of elections? They wouldn't. So maybe you should let that sink in.
Yeah, shit. Guys, tell us what you think in the comments. Do you agree? I mean,
to any of you that think I'm having some sort of like paranoia about this, let's just play this game. If you were going to destroy the country any faster, how would you do it?
Or would you do anything differently?
What could you do worse? What could you do to destroy the country? What else could you do? What could you do? You couldn't create more crime. You couldn't create more division. You couldn't devalue the dollar anymore. It wouldn't be functional. You couldn't let more people across the border. Okay. You couldn't send any more military aid and money over to Ukraine. You couldn't deplete our oil reserves anymore. We couldn't function. So what else could you do? So you guys don't get it. It's right in front of your faces. It's right in front of your faces. You're refusing to admit it. It's an uncomfortable truth to realize. We have been sold out. Our country is under attack. This is serious shit, and it's only a matter of time before it touches you at your front door. So you better get vocal about it. You better get engaged in it, and you better start working to be prepared and also be taking care of yourself in the personal excellence way, raising of standards. The reason this has happened is because we've gotten lax in our standards here in this country.
Yep.
We've taken it for granted. It's been an embarrassment of riches. We've gotten soft, however you want to say it. We haven't valued our freedom, and most of us don't value freedom here because we've never been anywhere else and seen what it's like in other places. It can get a lot fucking worse, and we're going to get a taste of it. And if my honest opinion is, it's going to be good for everybody.
It's necessary.
Seems to be.
Yeah.
Because I've been on here for years and years and years saying the same shit, telling you exactly what was happening, exactly what was going to happen. And it's very rare that I missed. I've missed twice. And I can tell you exactly when it was. I believe that these people were going to be arrested before the inauguration in 2020. And I believe they were going to start the World War before the midterms. Okay, I was wrong on both those things, but I ain't missed otherwise. And if I have, I'll fucking tell you, but I didn't. And I've been